Hello everybody. I wanted to make this first and foremost as an update to my last video. I've seen that many of you were very curious about my Minecraft Infdev world, a number which I had hitherto not expected. When I initially published my Minecraft Infdev world tour, I only expected the video to get around 10 to 20 views, mostly from my friends. But as time went on, in less than 24 hours the video has received a massive amount of attention. I've noticed that the video's view count has exceeded over 1,000 views in less than 24 hours, which is truly unprecedented for a first video. As such, I can only reason that a lot of you were truly curious about the state of my world, so I wanted to make a quick update regarding the possible launching of the series, the upgraded versions, and whatnot. And I also wanted to give you some updates regarding the state of my world. So here, on the right you can see, if you were particularly curious, or if you looked over the slowly growing Infdev speed grass blocks over here, I placed a lot of dirt to cover up the remaining water sources that were previously present here in my first video. You may have also noticed that a lot of the trees, which should be visible during the day in this world, have been actually covered up by me, or more accurately chopped down. The reason for this being, after the last video released and gotten some popularity, I realized that I needed to overcompensate a little bit and try to make this world a little bit more evened out so that in less than 24 hours I could post an update video like this and so that the world wouldn't look terrible. There's only so much you can do in such short of a time span, especially with daily responsibilities like working and studying and whatnot. But I am pretty proud of the progress I've made, being that I have covered up all of the stuff adjacent to this giant wall that I showcased in the last video, and laid the foundations for what I expect to be a castle. A castle is also something that I was talking about. Regarding the storage unit, I mined down to get a little bit of cobblestone, and I placed the cobblestone from here, as well as from the mines, into these little furnace boxes. I made over, or more accurately, exactly 8 of them. And I burned down a lot of the cobblestone, or more accurately, smelted it, so that I could get the foundations for this little thing going. So I was able to place a stone foundation and then get it finished up with cobblestone. Obviously, I don't have doors or stone bricks or anything, so I just had to use what I had. One of my friends asked about the brick pyramids. I regret to inform you that not only is this the second ever version of Infdev and first fully working version, which has chunks, which I am then able to use in new episodes, if I were to layer this seed into future Minecraft saves, but it is also the first version without brick pyramids, which means that as of right now, since sand doesn't generate and I can't pick up water, I can't generate clay or bricks of any kind. I can't craft it. I can't use any more of the more of the advanced tools that we had in Minecraft Classic, which was the test versions just before this, or a prelude to Minecraft Classic, the one that was originally available on the Minecraft.net website. So I don't have sponge, I don't have chainmail armor, crafted out of fire. I can't use anything like that. So I have a limited amount of resources to work with. Obviously, I can still wander around the world just how you do these days. But unfortunately, I cannot use bricks for any of these structures as the brick pyramids were removed. I wanted to give a little bit of foresight in what's available in newer versions in case I choose to upgrade this world. But first, I just want to quickly say that with the lackluster progress that I've made of this world, I expect to not only build out this wall, which I've henceforth only built up to the left side, but not to the right side at all. I had to sort of end it over here. Not only do I want to light this place up, in case that I do import this save into a seed where mobs exist, so I want to be safe not from the sheep or the cows or the chickens, but from the actual monsters that exist. But I want to achieve the goals that I set for this world, since there is no ending to the game yet, and the game progression kind of sucks in this version, as it does in modern Minecraft, but let's not talk about that. I want to achieve the things that I set for myself before I progress any further or start a series. So this is building this castle, expanding that wall further out. I'll show you very quickly how this wall is supposed to look. Get some more resources and see if I can find anything besides very basic iron, very rarely gold, and perhaps diamonds. and possibly expand my builds a little bit. So you see that the wall goes all the way over there. I want to loop it back around so we can go over to that island. Then I want to loop it over here so that we have an exit gate out of this little village that I have, as well as the side of the village over there. I'll make a gate over there for the mountains and a little bridge on the other side of the mountain, which you saw in the last video. And I want to loop the gate back around here so that it loops around back around over there where we see the bridge and a little fountain piece leading up to the next set of islands. I want to finish this bridge like right over here um, so that I can have the wall pointing at it and then looping around and coming back the other side. So I want to make it all perfectly symmetrical and look nice to cure my probably undiagnosed autism or Asperger's or anything of the sort. Anyways, I digress. I don't want to make conclusions that I'm not qualified at the moment to make. So I definitely want to get those builds finished, and it will take a lot of more time. You may have noticed that the saplings do not grow, so I will not have an opportunity to actually replace the trees that I got from the nearby little forest in order to finish these builds. I will need to venture all the way over there, and in case I do upgrade to a version of sand, I will need to venture all the way over there to get sand, which obviously creates some problems for me. But nevertheless, I do believe that this world can conceivably be finished. But in the first video, I did promise that I'd be upgrading the world, if I chose to do so, around every week to the newer version, or maybe skip a few versions a couple times. This is not something that I'm going to do anymore, fathomably, because I believe there is still a lot that I need to get done in this world, and I enjoy playing this version so much that I want to test it to its full potential, get the most out of it, generate the most chunks I can, sort of see what is the maximum amount of stuff that I can do in this version, because I don't actually believe anyone has created a single video in this very specific version of Minecraft. That was only around for a few days, so I do believe I might be the first one in 15 years to accomplish something like this, which surely sets up an interesting premise for a series. And I also want to set up this fountain area a little bit more, but no promises as of yet. So now I wanted to forecast a little bit of the things that you might expect if I upgrade this world. First of all, I did try to upgrade this world just to see if it would work. Yes, if you do import the world into 8 separate versions, it will eventually open up in modern day Minecraft. And the islands and everything around it looks really funky because this kind of terrain just doesn't generate anymore. And in addition, the saplings here turn into random objects or random other saplings from the game. And the biomes around this get generated onto the actually existing biomes. So rather than this being plains with the oak trees and stuff, as you might suspect, this becomes like a swamp or a desert, and then the grass blocks change shade and the water changes color. It is really weird. Another thing that I did want to mention is this stupid thing. You can't see it, so I might need to build myself a little bit more into the blocks. This stupid thing. That's right, this version has portable X-raying. I've encountered a glitch where I try to place or break a block and it targets 2 blocks instead of 1, which is particularly difficult while building. But while doing this, I also rediscovered something. Not only is there an option right now to save and low location, which has not worked since I started playing this version, but you can also build yourself into 2 blocks, you don't die at all, and then you can see all the caves and all the stretches out and everything. And you may wonder to yourself, well, why is this relevant? Because I'm showing you this for a simple reason. The lava over there. So as I discovered by mining straight down, which might have not been the smartest thing to do, this version actually doesn't have bedrock. It just has a lava pool. Which begs the question, if this version is imported into a newer version of Minecraft, what will happen? If this new version has buckets, and I can pick the lava up, I can just flow into the void. So that's an interesting conundrum. If I were to import this version into newer versions, would the lava just spread downwards forever? Would it eventually stop spreading? I haven't actually taken a look at it because, surprisingly, in the newer versions of Minecraft, you can't build yourself into a stone and look at stuff around you and just glitch through the walls. That's actually not a feature. It's a bug that was removed. Surprising, I know. Luckily, you can't, get stuck or no-clipped in the back rooms when you do this. But It's still a feature that exists. For other features that exist, I did want to make a prelude. Although the brick pyramids no longer exist, I've noticed two things, or three things more accurately. Number one, the next versions of the games have the most random characters. Uh, for some unbeknownst, and excuse me for my language, for some unbeknownst fucking reason, the next few versions of Minecraft have test mobs, including Black Steve. His name is literally Black Steve. Rana, who is this like minion type looking 3D thing that isn't a mob that exists anymore, and the characters of the original fucking Teen Titans Go cartoon. So I have no idea how Notch got away with selling this game for €9.95 while having copyrighted characters from a major broadcasting corporation in it. But it's pretty safe to say that because of copyright issues, they were quickly removed. But that's still something that I'm gonna see in this version of the game alongside the sheep and the cows as I upgrade it because they're not even added yet. So that's gonna be really, really weird. In addition, there's giant zombies. So the normal zombie only stretches around 2 blocks, like this. And this version has naturally occurring or spawnable with commands giant zombies, which stretch as a test creature all the way down from the ground to the sky. And those were added before beds or doors were added. So that's going to be quite interesting. Another thing that I was looking forward to telling as quite creepy before the sun opened up, but luckily it's dawn and morning now, and you can't see the beautiful torches all across my world, but nevertheless, I digress. There is this feature, or more accurately, bug in April versions of Infdev. Keep in mind, I'm playing right now in the last March versions, which was around 15 years before I first created this world, fittingly enough. Around the same time, I guess I could say, suppose, or suppose. So there is a feature, or more accurately, a glitch with the April versions, where if you look up at the sky at the specific angle, you could see two sets of white eyes looking back at you. And I can't show this right now because that's not a glitch that exists in this version. But I've been warned by people on the uh, you know, beta and alpha and old Minecraft subreddit that that's a glitch that exists. Which, is no wonder why people back in the olden days made all those creepy pastas. Because apparently you can find little weird creepy stuff like that in the game. It reminds me of those modded versions where you have like a 2025 ChatGPT powered AI just chasing you around the entire map in base game alpha Minecraft that is just like optimized to be a horror game. They made those for fake versions and they scared the shit out of me. I'm never playing one of them, so don't even ask me. But it reminds me of that because why do I feel so alone in this world, and why is it that the creator thought it would be appropriate to keep little creepy features like that? So I just have to you know be on my best self and remember that this is a game and not a psychological experiment, even though the graphics do scare me quite a bit. So I just wanted to alert you guys of that. If that ever happens, if you see weird things in the sky in one of these episodes, that's not me trying to start an ARG. That's actually just old Minecraft being funky. Aside from that, I just wanted to go over the new buildings and whatnot, the new storage system, as well as the new castles. Um, there isn't much here. It obviously will take time to build out, and the more time that I do take to build it out and terraform the terrain, the more I can't post for unless I'm doing it on a live stream because it's not as interesting to mine a mountain down. You just want to see the finished results. But nevertheless, I am very glad to people for actually coming along. Another thing that I did want to mention at the end, actually beginning of this video, rather than the end before good people stepped away. Well, maybe I'll just tell this to the good few ones of you remaining. Um, I do believe that this could become serious potentially at some point if I choose to expand this world a little bit more. But unfortunately, I'm going to have to ask you something that people who post videos on this site, YouTube, do like to ask you along. There is a subscription button below my videos. And in addition to the subscription button, annoyingly, there is a bell notification button. And you'll need to click the notification button in order to be alerted to my new videos. Because quite honestly, it's no fun posting these progress updates to YouTube and making them public if there's nobody watching. So if you've gotten this far into the video and you're interested in seeing how this world progresses, as it sort of becomes a test of Minecraft through the ages, I suppose, please do subscribe. It would mean the whole world to me, and to this world as well. And I do believe that this could become something quite interesting if given enough time and practice. But do keep in mind that I will not be able to upload as frequently just because, I still do have a real life that does not involve spending 10 hours terraforming Minecraft Infdev like I've done so far. So I can either post more updates and they'll be less significant, which is probably what I'm going to end up doing, or longer episodes, but they'll be more significant, which is what I plan on doing later once it's been established that a lot of people are watching these. Again, I would like to thank everyone so much for the support that you've had. I know I'm a little bit of a sarcastic personality type myself, but it truly does mean the world to me that people are actually watching these. I truly do have some great plans for this series, or if I choose to make it a series, and a lot of experiments that I want to take in this version. So I'm glad that you guys got interested in my little world and my Infdev progress so far in making this whole proto-civilization type thing happen. I do want to work on this spot a little bit more, and it is quite interesting to see and gauge people's reactions. And if you have any suggestions or comments on the state of this world as well, or things that you'd like to see added, I definitely want you to leave those in the comments below. Um, one of these days, when signs get imported, and if I upgrade to that version, I might put up a bunch of signs around the place, just with the names of people and the suggestions they have made, so that you guys are forever immortalized in this world. That is something that I'd like to do. Regardless, thank you guys so much for watching. I don't believe there's much more to say. I simply wanted to showcase all the little updates that I made and the sudden, laziness spike that I got from fixing this little wall and expanding it and rebuilding these blocks. It seems that the last of the dirt blocks are now fading away as I'm done recording. So at that slow speed, again, thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little progress update, and it's safe to say that there's a lot of more work to be done here, but insofar, I am enjoying it. It gives you a feel of what this game was like 15 years ago that you definitely couldn't achieve these days. And with the possibility of the Betacraft launcher, which is what I'm using now, this is all available to everyone to use, so that's definitely something very cool, and again, means the whole world to me, and I'll see you in the next one, hopefully, whenever that will be. Peace.